Hello, everyone. We'd like to welcome you to Real Talk. I'm your host, Pat Terrio, and it's a beautiful day here in Dublin, Georgia. A great day for a benefit ride. We've got the two presidents here, or two amazing biker clubs here. We're going to let them introduce themselves to you this morning, and they're going to tell you a little bit about their club. We'll start with you, sir.
How you doing? My name is Jeremy Williams. I'm the president of the Street Soldiers Motorcycle Club. We were founded back in 2006, actually. It's three of us from that's in the Georgia Army National Guard. We got together, we like to ride, so it was like, let's form a club. You know, we're a non-profit organization, and, you know, we like to, you know, do things for the community and help people out, you know, do stuff for the kids, and, you know, just try to make this a brotherhood that, you know, we can be proud of and that the community can be proud of. And, you know, we out here today to try to benefit, you know, Chris Jackson and Kia Lee.
Absolutely, and we're glad you're here, and it's always nice to see you all in the parades.
Oh yeah, we love to do the parades.
Every time I see you in the parades, I kind of do like this, like, I want to ride.
Yeah, we get a lot of waves and kids, you know, waving and you know, want to ride, and they like the motorcycles and how they sound. And,
absolutely.
You know, it's good to be able to put a smile on their faces, you know?
Yes, it is, and it's nice to meet you, Prez, and it's so nice for what you all are doing out here for those two, the young lady and young man. Now, all right, now it's your turn, Mr. Prez.
Hey, how you doing? I'm Corey Perry, the president of ABK, which stands for Another Bad Creation. Basically, like Jeremy said, we're a nonprofit organization, just trying to do something positive. It's always good to try to give back to your community, you know, and like all the bikes, we all come together. We try to, like I said, give back to the community.
Yes. I want to ask you this. Let me ask you this question. How many do you have in your bike clubs? Because, you know, you got a good turnout here, but are there more?
Yes, we have more. A lot of the bikes, since the summertime, some of them messed up. We have about a total of 12. We just got started this year.
Okay.
We just came together this year. And hopefully we grow, you know. But so far it's a good turnout. And,
that's good. We want to see you in the parades now.
Oh, yes. Of course. We have did all the parades this year.
Good.
And hopefully, like I said, we continue to grow. And, you know, just continue to be positive and
that's what you can expect, and especially with, you know, and we want to talk about safety too, but we'll talk about that later after the ride. Now, how many do you have with you today?
Well, today we have about 20 of our members with us. We also have a couple of prospects that want to be street soldiers. That's always good.
Want to be street soldiers.
I'm trying to tell you, you know, the more the merrier, you know.
All right.
The more that we got, the more we can do. You know?
All right, well, we're looking forward to it. Of course, you got the police officers here. They're going to give you an escort as well.
Oh, yes, ma'am. They're here. They support us. We support them, you know. We help keep our community safe, and they help us keep them safe.
And it's nice to see you all here representing to help these two, and also, you know, that this is a community thing.
Right.
All right?
Right.
Let's go ride.
That's right. You ready? You
I
ready?
think so.
You ready?
You got a helmet for me?
Oh, yeah, we got one.
All right, we're getting ready to go ride, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you both.
You're welcome.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting ready to go for the ride. Now, tell us again, who are the people the fundraiser's for?
The fundraiser's for Chris Jackson and Kia Lee. They were in a motorcycle accident a couple months back, and they include some healthy medical bills, you know.
Okay, yeah.
So this right here is something we're doing to raise some money to give back, so it won't hurt them so much in their pockets,
That's
you know what
right.
I'm saying?
All right, let's get this party started.
Let's get it started.
All right, let's go.
Listen up, grown-ups. Now that you have switched to natural gas, here are some important things to know. There are a lot of stinky odors around the house, but if you ever smell the odor of natural gas in the air, which is similar to rotten eggs, leave immediately and simply call 911 or your local natural gas provider. If mom or dad need to dig outside, be sure to call 811 before you dig. Grown-ups, take this responsibility seriously. We depend on you to keep us safe.
You know, ladies and gentlemen, we just had an amazing ride across Lawrence County. I mean, we drove through Dexter, Dublin, Dudley. I was hoping to even go to East Dublin, but we didn't quite make it across the bridge. But it's been a wonderful day here with the Street Soldiers and Another Bad Creation biking clubs. We've got some great people here with us today, and they're going to talk to us a little bit about themselves, and they're the reason why they're having this fundraiser today. So we'll start with you, young lady.
My name?
Yes, tell us who you are. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name is Kia Lee. I'm from Dublin, Georgia. I do hair.
You're a stylist. Now, you're out of Jacksonville now, right? Is that
Yes.
right? You're based out of Jacksonville?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, it's nice to meet you.
Nice.
Of course, you know I've been knowing this pretty young thing beside you for quite some time, and we'll let her reintroduce herself to the community out there.
I'm Trevia Hester.
Tell us about you, Trevia. What's been going on?
Well, I'm practicing nursing in Jacksonville, Florida. I work for Baptist Healthcare.
Well, Trevia, it's good to see you.
You too, Tat.
And it's sometimes like when you see each other on Facebook, you feel like you've seen them every day.
Yep. It's like just always reuniting with each other.
Absolutely. All right, young man, it's your turn. Tell us a little bit about you, please.
I am Christopher Jackson. I drive trucks for a living. I work at Farmers Home Furniture.
Well, Christopher, nice to meet you. Can I call you Chris? Is that
That's
cool?
fine. That's fine.
All right. Now, listen, this fundraising event is for a particular reason. Now, you two were involved in an accident this year. Is that correct?
Right.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, we want you to tell us in your own words about how that incident was, and we want to talk about what it feels to you and means to you to have so many people out here supporting you. Chris, you want to start?
Well, the wreck was just a pure mistake, on my part, and hopefully it don't happen again, never happen again, and maybe we can just, get past it and move forward.
Now, how long have you been riding, Chris?
For about 10 years now.
About 10 years. And so could you tell us when this accident occurred?
May 31st.
Of this year.
Yes.
Now, did you sustain injuries, and how are you today?
Yes, I sustained some injuries to my fingers and to my buttocks.
And we won't show those pics, Chris.
Correct.
But and so you're healing nicely.
Right.
And we talk about safety a lot with motorcyclists. What have you learned from that? I mean, because you've been riding for quite some time, and of course we know you're a safe driver.
Right.
I mean, you drive trucks for a living.
Right. It's just, you have to just watch yourself. These motorcycles, you only got two wheels, so you have to make sure you're on your P's and Q's when you're riding those.
Absolutely. All right, young lady. Now, you tell us from your perspective how the incident was and how you're doing now, because we know you did sustain some injuries, and we're so glad and thankful that you're yet alive to speak about that.
It was just quick. It just happened in the blink of an eye. But I'm not, not mad. I'm not, it was a learning experience. I'm still here. We both still here to tell the story.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm walking. So
You
hey.
are walking. And what are some of the injuries that you incurred?
Over 30% of my body, I have road rashes where I had to get skin grafts, and I have a fractured right hip that has been healing. I'm in therapy 2 days a week, but I'm walking by myself. I actually rode with them today. And
How was that? Was that your first time on a ride since the accident?
yes, ma'am. By the time we got to Dublin High School, I was ready to tell him just let me off and I'm gonna meet y'all over here. But I know that I had my friends and my mama them riding with me,
Yeah.
so I stayed on. But I think that's the tightest I ever held on. Them curves, I had to close my eyes because I don't know.
And that's understandable because, you could have some kind of, trauma from that, of course, and some flashback. This was my first time riding.
It was fun, wasn't it?
Oh, my God. I rode with Chris out of Macon. It was such a great ride. I'd never done it before. I was like little Bebe's kid up there.
It's an adrenaline.
It was an adrenaline rush, and we kind of went up to like 110 miles per hour, so I can understand why you were like, okay, This is taking me back a little bit.
Yeah, he had to kept doing this, and I was like, yeah.
Said-
But then people started passing. I was like, oh no, just let him
Go. Let them go. We're gonna stay in the granny lane now. Trivia. Now, how was this for you? You know, when your daughter did become injured, and of course, you being a registered nurse, we know you had some part in helping her with the recovery. How was it for you?
It was quite frightening because I was actually out of state. I live in Jacksonville. The accident happened here in Florida, and I was actually the accident happened here in Georgia, and I was actually in California. I had just hung up the phone with Kia, and like 5 minutes later they called me and was like, Kia been in an accident. So I'm trying to make all kind of calls like, okay, let me get her back to Florida so I can get back on a plane to get back home. And I was so much like in nurse mode instead of being in mommy mode. And she was like, you haven't been in mama mode yet. I was like, I am in mama mode. I'm multitasking right now. So it was kind of hard, but at the end of the day, I was just glad that her and Chris both are okay. So I was trying to play nurse with him from Georgia and Florida, making sure both of them was getting like what they needed so they can, heal properly and, get back to 100%. So like she said, it was an accident, and I'm just glad both of them are here today and alive, can tell their story, and
we had a lot
I know
of
she's gonna
support.
be back on this motorcycle, so I want her to be back 100% on the motorcycle.
And I was going to say that, Chris, tell us about how your support system has been with your family, and of course with the street soldiers. Wanting you to recover, wanting you to, to get back on the motorcycle. How's your support system been?
It's been pretty much the same for both me and Kia. Street Soldiers been a whole lot of help, a whole lot of support, and they've been there for me. Me and Kia have been talking back and forth, texting and calling each other. So the support has been there. A lot of prayers from my family and for her too, also.
And that's a blessing, and we're so thankful to have you both yet alive, and of course to have the support system that you need. And they told us earlier that you all are like a brotherhood.
Yes, we are. Yeah.
And sisterhood. Don't want to leave the girls out. That's right. And and that's very important to actually rebound from that terrible accident, and then in a positive manner. And you're still involved in Street Soldiers. You're still giving back. You're well on your way to recovery. Looking at some of the pictures of the injury, it was just kind of hard to look at. And that's just from my perspective. And I know, Mom, it was difficult for you.
Yes, very.
And how long has your recovery been? How long has it been?
It happened May 31st, so what's this? About 2.5 months.
And you're still, so you see a lot of improvement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of itching.
A lot of itching.
A lot of itching.
A lot of itching.
Yeah.
So you're healing with all that.
Well, you got an itch that you can't always scratch.
We was calling each other, texting each other, talking about something. Well, how your doctor's appointment went? Well, mine did this and mine did that. So it was, I guess, communicate and talk about it made the process way better.
And we're so glad and we're so thankful for that. All right, it's been a pleasure meeting you, Chris. Kia, you're so much like your mama. I remember when she was your age. So nice to see you. And Trivia, I'm so glad to see you again, and to see that you have a beautiful daughter here that you support and love.
Thank you.
All right, any last words from you three?
Bikes up, guns down.
Bikes up, guns down. I love it. All right, thank you all so much.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've got the event coordinator of the Street Soldiers with us, my friend Andre Linder. How you doing, Andre?
I'm doing okay.
Andre, we're so glad that you called us, and we're glad to be out here today. We want to talk a little bit about you, and then tell us about what you do here with the Street Soldiers as the event coordinator.
Well, actually, we go out to the community to check on the kids in the community to make sure they're doing what they're supposed to do. We, during the Christmas and Thanksgiving, we go to nursing homes, make sure that, some of the people have what they need.
Right.
We can't give everybody what they want, but, we do what we can.
Now, how long have you been the event coordinator, and how long have you been riding? I forgot. I wanted to ask you that.
I've been riding since I was 19.
19 years old. What you not?
46. Yeah.
That's wonderful. And so, how long have you been involved with the Street Soldiers?
Since 2007.
Since 2007. Yeah. And so, to plan an event like this, Andre, tell us about how that process has been.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
You just don't get on your motorcycles and ride. You have to go talk to the people at the city, at the county, to make sure you got the proper equipment, to make sure everybody got their license, making sure everybody's on point to doing whatever it is they need to do.
And you had the Dublin City Police out here. You had the Lawrence County Sheriff's Office also with you. And so, who did you have involved with you to help with this whole process?
Basically, just me.
Yeah.
But all of us helped out. They call me the mayor around here because I know everybody. Try to get everything done. So, but anyway,
Right.
make a long story short, it was all a team effort. We all did what we had to do to get it done, to have this event.
Now, how did you all step up as a brotherhood when Chris was involved in the accident?
You know, actually, we've been riding together for like at least 10 or 15 years before we even started a bike club.
Right.
So we all been on one accord, and we just try to look after one another to make sure that, you know, they doing what they need to do, make sure they got what they need to have. And that's killing me.
They're killing all of us. And now, Andre, you know I rode for the first time today.
Hey, did you have fun?
Oh my gosh, it was it was amazing. You know, I was a little nervous, you know, because I've never really ridden a motorcycle to that magnitude and to that speed. And you know, so I had the death grip on that guy. I mean, I had him in the Heimlich almost gripping him.
Well, just for the record, you wouldn't ride with me, so somebody gonna say you ain't got no business riding with Andre Linder. But you wouldn't ride with me, so, but you were still in good hands. Though.
Right.
That's all
I definitely was in good hands. Yeah. And, you know, it was just such a great feeling, you know, to see the people pull over to the side and so many of you just waving, of course, to let you know that they support you all. And then tell us about the people you got out here today, Andre.
Well, we got several groups. The ABK, another Bad Creation Bike Club. You got Sean Showers from the Hypnotic Bike Club. And
right.
Somebody else just pulled.
I just met someone over from Macon, another Macon bike club that's here today as well.
Where did he go?
I don't know where he went. But so you got a lot of people represented today. And so that's really nice. And then you've got some females out here. Now tell us about these ladies. Now, Street Soldiers do not have any female riders.
We don't have any female riders. No, we don't.
But you have big supporters.
Yeah, yeah, we do.
And tell us about some of the people that are the street riders. I mean, a lot of you have different gambits. You've got truck drivers out here. You've got, tell us about some of the people.
You have, mostly in our group, you have guys that's been in the military for over 20-something years.
Right.
That's why we come up with the name of Street Soldiers. You got people that work at YKK.
Yeah.
Some police officers, some work in the school system. Some work for the city of Dublin.
And, you know, and you talk about the different events and different things that you all do to help the community. How big a part does safety play with the Street Soldiers?
Oh, it play a lot. Our road captain, Chris Jackson, and our Sergeant Arms, Albert Brown, they make sure everybody got the proper equipment, check the bike, check the air pressure, make sure your license up to par, make sure you got insurance, all things of that nature. In order to ride with us, you got to have a motorcycle license. You just can't have a car license. You got to have a motorcycle license.
What kind of motorcycle do you ride? Now, I don't know motorcycles.
2006 Honda CBR 1000.
Now, what is that? I don't even know what that means, a Honda.
Yeah. You got to have the wings.
Got to have the wings? All right. Well, listen, Andre, it's a pleasure talking to you again. Tell us about the things you're involved in. We're glad we're here, and it's such a great cause for Chris and for Kia.
As a matter of fact, next weekend we'll be in Twiz County donating to the Twiz County school system some school supplies.
Oh, that's wonderful. Keep doing great things. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Andre Linder, the event coordinator for the Street Soldiers, and they are doing great things here in the Dublin-Lawrence County community.
Thank you.
And now Twigs, too.
You could waste hundreds of dollars going to an expensive hospital, or you could pay 66% less for the same quality of service at Elite MRI of Lawrence, an open MRI facility. That's right, our prices are 66% less for the same services as a hospital. We offer a comfortable open-air design in a patient-friendly atmosphere. We also offer same-day, evening, and Saturday appointments. The radiologist fee is included, and we provide self-pay discounts. It's your money, your time, your health, your choice. When you need an MRI, save money and choose Elite MRI of Lawrence.
You know, ladies and gentlemen, we're having such a wonderful time out here, and it's so great to meet the young men and women here that are involved with the Street Soldiers and another bad creation. We've got the Vice President with us today. How you doing, sir?
Doing fine.
Good to see you.
How you?
I'm fine. Why don't you talk to us a little bit about you, okay?
Another bad creation out of Dublin. Work at Warner Robins. 2 kids.
How long have you been riding?
12 years.
12 years. Now, what kind of bike do you have?
Honda CBR 1008.
Okay, now, Andre has a Honda, too. Is that like the same kind of bike?
Just about.
That's not a crotch rider, is it? What's a crotch rocket? What's that?
Mine a crotch rocket.
It is?
Bike, yeah.
You don't hurt your back when you're riding that thing?
No.
When I was riding with you guys, my lower back was hurting. Is that something normal, or was I just not riding it properly?
Probably ride out of town, long distance and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, I thought I was gonna pass out, but I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. And you've been riding for how long?
12.
12 years. Now tell us about your position with the ABK and what that entails.
I'm the vice president. Whatever the president do, I had to come behind him and back him up.
And what are some of the things that you all have been involved in?
Like helping out the community, doing some stuff around here. Donations, stuff like that.
And and it's important, I think it's important too to mentor. Do you find yourselves as mentors to some of the young men out there?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. And so being out here to be a part of this event right here, what advice can you give? Because you all are here because one of the members was involved in an accident. Since you've been riding for so long, what kind of advice can you give to someone out there who is a rider or potentially would like to be a rider for safety and everything?
All I can say is when you're riding and got a party, just be careful with them. And always take cautions. And make sure they're safe and you're safe and the people around you safe.
Absolutely, and that's what it's about. Do you enjoy riding?
Yes.
Can you smile for us?
Love it.
Just wanted to make sure that you were actually enjoying this.
I'm good.
All right, well, it's a pleasure meeting you.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Vice President of Another Bad Creation. All right, we're still having a wonderful time out here at Riverview Park. Now we got the road captain himself. Talk to us a little bit, sir.
How you doing, Dublin, Georgia? I'm Chris Foreman from Dublin, Georgia. I'm the road captain of ABK. Basically, I've been in Dublin all my life. We're trying to do positive things, show the kids good ways to do stuff. We did back to school supply giveaways. We did the parades. We're just basically getting off the ground. We're trying to get going and get involved in the community and do stuff with the kids, do stuff with adults, show them that it's more than just a bike club and just ride motorcycles.
Right, and that's the impression that we want to make sure that everyone gets and understands, that it's more to you all just riding motorcycles, because you all are doing great things in the community, and we want everyone to know that as well. How long have you been riding bikes?
I've been riding since I was like 9 or 10 years
old.
old.
Are you serious?
Yes, ma'am.
What was your first bike? Do you remember what that was?
A Honda 80. It was just a dirt bike, that's it.
Dirt bike.
I started from there.
And I've always liked motorcycles.
Me too. I mean, I've been riding since I was young. I've never liked 4 wheels. I've always liked 2 wheels.
Is that right?
Yeah, get there faster.
Now, see, back in the 80s, there used to be motorcycle clubs, and they actually used to cruise down this park. I don't know if you remember that.
I'm an 82 baby.
Oh, wait, you were born in 82?
Yeah, I was born in 82. I don't remember.
So when you were born, there were actually guys that would, the motorcycle clubs and stuff. I remember my brothers used to ride. Richard and Otha Stanley used to ride with a lot of people just cruising along here and stuff. And so we're glad that you all, even though you're just starting out, that you're already doing some great things.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, we're trying to, like I said, we're trying to get our name out there, positive things, just to show people that we're not just out here just riding motorcycles.
Yeah.
And a lot of people think that just because you're on a motorcycle, you're doing negative stuff or running from the police, and we ain't doing that. A lot of people think that.
So this is dispelling all the rumors. You're not running from the police.
No, we ain't doing
You're
none
not
of
doing any negative stuff.
No, ma'am.
You're doing positive things within the community.
Positive things.
Now, what if someone wanted to be a part of your bike club, whether it's Street Soldiers or whether it's your club? What does someone need to do if they'd like to be a part of it?
As far as like joining the club, it's certain standards that we go by. You got to get your mileage in. First of all, we bring it to the officers of the club.
Right.
And we talk about it and ask if anybody have a problem with them not being in the club or they want to be in the club. And basically, after you go through that process, you just got to get your mileage in and we go from there.
Now, you don't have any females in your club.
Actually, we have.
Don't make me start a revolution. Don't make me have to start a revolution here.
We actually have one that she's our main part of our club, and that's the secretary.
And what's her name?
Joanna.
Oh, nice.
And
nice.
You will be speaking with her in a little while.
Well, listen, I look forward to meeting the female of Another Bad Creation. But we're so glad that you all are here. We're so glad that you all are doing great things and that you're continuing to do great things. Because, so many things are happening in the community, and so we need good role models.
Yes, ma'am, you're right. It's like you said, it's a lot going on, and we're just trying to be a positive part of the city, part of the county, community, period.
Yeah.
Anything that we can do to make ourselves better, we're down to do it.
All right, well, Thank you so much. It's a pleasure speaking with you.
Thank you.
Road captain.
Yes, ma'am. It's a pleasure.
This is
being
the
here.
road dog himself, ladies and gentlemen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you know, it's so nice to see a woman a part of the motorcycle club. You know, I've been asking about that.
I have. I heard you.
I'm like, where are the girls? Are there any chicks in this group, you know? So listen, it's so good to see you. Why don't you introduce yourself to everyone, please?
My name is Try Joyner, and I am the secretary of Another Bad Creation.
Now, Try, you've been right now, so you're a Dublin Irish.
Yes, I am.
Okay, very good. Go Irish. We always like to give a shout out. We're 88 babies, right?
I know, right?
You were born in 88. I graduated in 88.
You make me sound.
That makes us sisters.
Oh, okay. That's good.
It is really good. Now, how long have you been riding?
Actually, I just joined the bike club in November of this year. My brother called and said that he needed someone to be a secretary, and I took the job. So,
Now, so you have a motorcycle out here?
I do not have a motorcycle. I actually ride on the back of their motorcycle.
You do. Now, tell us what that means, being the secretary.
I actually keep time. I send messages to start meetings, or what days we have meetings, send out dates for your dues or whatever. I actually try to recruit.
You do?
Yes, I do.
Now, you're going to try to recruit ladies after this, right? I mean, you're going to have ladies trying to call you. Just to,
Call me.
Call her. Call her.
ABK.
Now, what made you decide to want to be a part of the motorcycle club? Was it just because you were asked, or have you always wanted to do that?
It was because I was asked, and it was
Really?
something to do. It's extracurricular activities.
Yes.
So, hey, I'm down for it.
And so how's this atmosphere out here? It's really cool. People relax. They're cracking jokes.
Very much so, and I feel very protective. I mean, I know I got a lot of guys that's going to back me up. If anything ever happens, I know they're coming.
They got your back.
Yeah, they do.
Now, as the secretary, is that a very tedious job? Or like, how often do you all have to meet? Do you have monthly meetings or
Yes,
anything like that?
The last Sunday of the month, we have to meet, and we do rides very often. Probably 2 or 3 times a month. We do rides, or they can either ride by themselves if they want to. But we do rides often.
And they talked about logging hours.
Yeah.
What is that? Tell us about that.
That's time. I mean, when you first start the bike club, we give you a certain amount of miles to accumulate. It's like 500 miles to actually join the club, and then you have to meet that in a certain time period. We also ask that you try to help out with the organization as far as like back to school organizations, just mentoring, and a lot of other stuff. Just dealing with the community, basically.
And that's so great that this is really a community organization.
Yes, very
and
much so.
You welcome anyone that would like to be a part of it.
Very much so.
And you all are doing great things.
Yes. A lot.
Now, when are you going to get your own bike? You think you're going to get your own bike?
Yeah.
Eventually?
Eventually.
I think it's awesome. Like, I think I really want a bike. I'm going to mention this to you, that I really want one.
Do you?
I've been looking at some and trying to see, what would actually suit me.
Which one is your favorite one?
Ooh, the one I rode was amazing.
Which one was that?
I don't even know what it was. It was a Kawasaki. My back hurt afterwards, but it didn't even matter. I was having such fun. But these crotch rockets, I cannot ride. I wouldn't want one of those because of your position that you have to be in.
Yeah, that kind of hurts. But I mean, once you get to riding and get used to it, you'll learn how to adjust.
And then they got the ones that have the carriers on the side.
Yeah, they do.
I'm going to wait till I get a little older for one of those.
Older? Don't nothing get old but your clothes.
I love that. You and I need to hang out.
I know, right?
Well, listen, it's such a pleasure meeting you.
Same here.
And so glad that you are a part of this organization and that you are recruiting others to be a part of it as well.
Yes.
All right, Try, good to meet you.
Same here. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Miss Try Joyner, the secretary of Another Bad Creation. All right, now we're meeting so many people that are part of the motorcycle clubs, and we've got the treasurer himself with us of Another Bad Creation. He's going to talk to us a little bit, and he's the money man, so he's the person we have to go to anyway. How you doing?
How you doing?
Doing very well. Talk to us a little bit.
Yeah, my name is Nathan Butler. I'm the treasurer of ABK, Another Bad Creation.
Tell us about yourself. Tell us about what you do. What do you do, Nathan?
I collect money.
And so for a fundraising event like this, what does that entail for you? Because we talked to Andre about just coordinating this event itself, and you're raising money to help with Kia and Chris's expenses, medical expenses. What does that entail for you?
It entails for me collecting money to get up the food and just getting money.
Getting money, and that's what you do. Now, you guys have food out there. What's cooking? Because I hope you're saving some for us.
Oh yeah, they got some hot dogs, hamburgers, some sausage. All of it's free. You might well come and eat.
Might as well. Now, tell us about how long you've been riding.
I've been riding for 6 months.
And what kind of motorcycle do you have?
Oh, if you could turn that camera right over there to that blue Yamaha over there. Can you turn the camera over there?
You drive a Yamaha?
Yeah, that little blue one. The one you took a picture on.
Oh, nice. Very nice. Very nice. Now, do you have kids?
I don't have any kids.
All right, very good. Now, what do you think about mentoring? Because, we think it's very important that you all set examples for others out there to follow. Do you have any young men that you all tend to mentor?
Well, not really young men, because we don't hang around a lot of young folks. So.
But just the things that you do in the community, because we just want the people to have an idea of what you all do, because you talked about the different things you do for the kids, getting them ready for school, and we talk about just the different rides that you do. We just want the people out there to know that they have some very good positive role models with the ABK.
Okay, well, just a couple of weeks ago, we gave out school supplies and things like that. Might have a party here and there, things like that.
Right.
Give back to the community, come down to the park and get the jumpers and stuff like that.
So what do you do, well, as the treasurer, what things do you all do to generate funds to help you with these events?
Little fundraisers, what we do?
Because the thing is, when it costs money to be able to do things to help people in the community, and we know that you all cannot do it alone, and so it does require doing fundraisers like this for needy causes. So that's what I was just wanting to say.
Okay, we take up dues, and our dues cover some of our expenses.
And how many members do you have a part of ABK?
I think it's about 13 or 14.
Okay, because you all are just now starting out as far as, when it comes to amount of years. You all are not, you're still starting out, but you still got some great seasoned riders with you.
Yes, we do. I think the longest rider is probably our president, I think, and Bernard, our vice president. So everybody else is probably a year, 6 months or something.
Right. Well, all right. It's been such a pleasure to meet you, Nathan. Keep counting that money.
I got to.
This is Nathan, everyone, the treasurer for ABK.